Morning everybody, how are we? Can I get a wee thumbs up if you can hear me and see me? Please, thank you. Morning Muriel, how are we? Give it a couple of wee seconds and then we'll get started. Another gorgeous morning. Excellent, good. Good. My husband's on the prowl this morning, so you might hear him wandering around. That's him, he's away with his cuppa into the back of the house. So I'll give it another couple of wee seconds and then we will get started with today's practice. So today's practice is suitable for... Morning Jacqueline. Today's practice is suitable for all levels, whether it's your first time or whether it's your 101st time. There is options available, you know, if something's a wee bit too... Good morning Jim. If something you feel as if a wee bit kind of too strong for you, there is options there and I'll talk you through the options as we are going. Okay. So today I've mixed things up a little bit because some of you have been on the practice since we've been into lockdown. Okay. Oh, thanks for that, Muriel. Lovely, thank you. So we're going to mix things up a wee bit today. So basically, we're doing it in reverse. So we'll do sort of standing stuff to start with. Morning, Janice. And then we'll take it from there. Okay. So just remember, please be mindful of your body. I can't see you, so I can't do any corrections for you. So just be aware of how your body is reacting to the actual movements that we're going to go through today. And that's us. So let's come to a seated position. So if anybody has a pillow or a block that they want to sit on, you're more than welcome. It just helps to keep the back or the spine nice and long. Okay, so if you come into a seated position, you can sit with cross legs out in front of you. Or for some people, they actually just like to go on to kneeling and even just put a block underneath their calves and their thighs, even a cushion if you've got that. That's ideal for you. I just prefer to sit with my legs crossed. So I know it's only 9:30 in the morning. I've been on a conference call so far this morning, so yeah, I'm actually feeling really good because it was a really good, productive call. Some of you might have kids in the house and what have you, so let's just bring yourself back down into a calm mode. Okay, so let's just take a nice big inhale. And let's exhale and bring those hands down to heart centre. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And just leave your hands at your heart centre just for a wee second or two and just breathe in. And exhale through that nose. Inhale, keeping that spine nice and long, feeling that belly rising. And then when we exhale, belly comes back in, navel to spine. And just continue with this for a few seconds, keeping those eyes closed. And just bring yourself back into the present moment. Inhale. And exhale. And again, nice big inhale. And exhale. From here, let's take a nice big inhale, hands up to skies, fingers pointing upwards. Going to take your right hand down onto the floor, bend that elbow and just stretch across. And then come back into centre. And let's go the other way. So your left hand's on the floor, coming over to the side. Wonderful. Let's inhale and exhale, taking the hand down onto the floor, coming across. Lovely. Feel that little bit of stretch coming down the side. And the other way. And from here, let's take those arms back up nice and high. And then we're just going to take the left hand down to the right side, the right knee, and we're just going to twist and look over the back right shoulder, as if you're looking at somebody saying, stay away, you're too close. And then back into centre, and we're coming down, right hand on top of left knee, nice little twist there. And again, nice big inhale, and exhale. And let's inhale, and exhale. And then from here, nice big inhale. Taking the hands down onto the floor. Okay. So from here, we're going to come down onto your back. Okay. So if you're on a block, remove your block just now. And we're just going to come onto the back, and we're going to bring those knees in towards your chest and give them a nice hug and just rock from side to side. So from here, let's place the left leg onto the floor, holding onto that right shin, pulling that in, and let's just take the shoulders up off the floor, your spine's come down onto the floor, and then take a knee into nose as close as you can, and then let's release, raising that right leg up towards the sky. So my toes are pointing to the ceiling, and I'm just going to rotate my ankle round 3 times one way, and let's go 3 times the other. Okay. So from here, my left hand's on my left thigh, my right hand's either going to be at my thigh, my calf, or yogic toe, which is your index finger, and your long finger just taking it through between your big toe and your second toe, and we're going to pull that leg in towards you. Okay, lovely. You're using your left hand just for a bit of support on that left leg to keep it onto the floor. Back into the centre. From here, let's take the right leg out to the right side. Okay, I'm just going towards my fire, but not too far because I'm still warming up. And then I'm bringing it into centre, and then just slightly coming over to the left hand side. And if we get a chance, we'll do this one at the very end, and you'll see how great your flexibility, you know, has moved on during your practice today. Back into centre, and then just release and drop that right leg down onto the floor, and you should find that your right leg is now a little bit longer than the left. So from here, let's bring in the left knee, bringing up that nose towards your knee. Lovely. And then we're taking it shoulders back down, raising the left leg up, toes point to the sky. My right hand's on top of my right thigh, and then I'm just going to rotate my ankle 3 times one way, and let's go 3 times the other. Okay. So from here, get the right hand on the right thigh, just giving that a wee bit of pressure to keep it on the floor. Left hand's either at the thigh, the calf, or yogic toe. Come with me. Pull that leg in towards you just a little bit, because we get a nice big stretch up the back of those quads. Take it back into the centre. I'm taking my left foot out towards the camera, just gently, still warming up, and then back into centre, taking over, and I'm going towards the fire. Wonderful. And then back into centre, going to drop that leg down, and hopefully, yes they are, they're both the same length. So from here, bring both feet into the floor, keeping the left foot on the floor, lifting the right, and I'm taking the right ankle over my left, just the top of my left thigh, sorry, the bottom of my left thigh, just above my knee, and I'm now left with a triangle in between my legs. I'm taking my hands through, and I'm holding on to that left thigh, toes pointing up to the sky. Okay, and again, I'm getting a nice big stretch at the top of my thigh and my glutes. And then I'm going to drop my left foot down onto the floor and my right. Lift the left, take the ankle onto the top of that right thigh. Again, I've got that triangle here, taking my hands through, holding on to the back of my right thigh. My right toes are pointing up towards the sky, and you're feeling that big stretch. You've also got your left elbow just pushing against your left thigh, just pushing it away. Lovely. and then bring the right foot back down onto the floor, release the left, taking your feet to each side of the mat with your knees together, and let's just dropping over towards my fire. So that's me going to my right hand side. I'm lifting my right foot up, and I'm taking my right heel onto my left thigh, and I'm just getting a nice big spinal twist here. I'm going to take my arms out, so my head is looking the opposite way. So I've got my knees going right, my head going left. Lovely. And then let's come back into centre, and we're just changing those legs over. So now I'm coming and looking over towards the camera with my knees. Left foot, bottom foot's coming up onto that top of the right thigh. So I've got my knees towards the camera, my head is going towards the fire, and I've got my hands, my right palm facing up towards the sky. And then I come back into centre, bringing those knees into my chest. I'm just going to rock from side to side. And then from here I'm coming up and I'm going into a child's pose. So from here we're coming up into all fours. And then I'm going to take my feet back, my legs back. So for child's pose, you're taking your knees to each side of the mat. Big toes are coming together. Your bottom is coming down towards your heels. Arms are coming out nice and long in front of you. Forehead onto the mat. Nice big long spine here. Working on the spine and the lower back, and open up your hips as well. So I'm going to walk my hands towards the camera, and when I'm doing that, and I'm getting a big long side stretch on the opposite side, then I'm walking forward again, and I'm going to the other side. Lovely. And you will feel that big stretch there. So let's come back into centre, getting that forehead onto the mat. Now this is child's pose. Child's pose is a restorative pose. You know, so if at any time during your practice you feel as if you need a bit of chill out time, feel free to come into this particular posture. And if you want to lie here for the rest of the practice, you do that as well. And then from here, let's come into all fours. So from here, we're doing cat-cow. So your legs, your knees are underneath your hips, shoulders and wrists are in line with each other. Tummy's nice and tucked in. And then from here, you've got a flat back, you're in tabletop. So we're looking up, inhaling, looking straight ahead with the tailbone coming up, but your tummy's still nice and tight, even though that spine's dipping down. And then from here, we're inhaling. Change your focus here, we're looking at your navel. Feel that spine get up towards the sky, shoulder blades parting. Nice big inhale. Looking straight ahead. And let's exhale. Spine coming up towards the sky, tailbone coming down, shoulder blades parting, and then inhale. Just bend your elbows just a little bit when you come up here. And then let's exhale. So from here, let's come into child's pose. Knees bent. So we're bringing those arms out in front of you, and we're going to go into what's known as a wave. It's a good one for opening up the chest. So from here, we're gliding forward, but your chin and your chest coming down towards the floor, hips coming down, coming up into an up dog. And then we're raising that spine back up towards the sky, coming into what's your child's pose. And then we glide along again, your chin and your chest coming along the mat, hips coming down, chest coming up, opening up that chest, looking straight ahead. And then raising that spine up, warming up that spine. And then last one here. So chin and chest coming along the floor, hips coming down into an up dog, raising that spine and coming down into that child's pose. So we do the same again, but we're adding on here. So again, we're coming forward with your chin in your chest, coming up, shifting those hands forward. So we're in Sphinx. So we're looking at the elbows coming underneath the shoulders. We're opening up that chest. And then we use the elbows and the heel of the hands to get you up, to come back into that child's pose. And then we glide forward again, chin and chest. And then from here, coming up into up dog, dropping down into Sphinx. Opening that chest. And again, using the heel of the hands and the elbows to take you back. Bring the hands back just slightly. And then from here, chin and chest coming along the floor, coming up, and into Sphinx. Lovely. And then from here, we're just going to come back up and come into all fours. Everybody okay so far? There'll be a note coming up. Let's see what they have to say. Thank you, Helen. Lovely. So from here, let's come into all fours. Okay. So we're going to get into a gate pose. So let's take your right leg out to the side and let's come up. Okay. So we're just in a gate pose. So this is your post. Okay. And this is the door. Okay. So from here, let's take the left elbow behind. Okay. So I've got the hand at the back of my head and I'm just coming forward, coming down to the side. Taking my hand down the side of my right thigh. If you've got tights on or sort of leggings, down the seam of those leggings. Holding your elbow back so you're opening up the rib cage. And then from here, let's inhale. Taking that arm up. And we're going to raise that leg up too. A bit stronger this morning as well. Taking that foot down, bringing the hand up. Hand behind the head, taking the right hand down the right thigh, and then coming back up, raising that leg up, and one more. You're using your core here as well, so you're getting a good core workout too. Lovely. And last one coming down. Superb. So from here, we're back into the centre with your hands in your hips. Raise those arms up. Keeping the foot, the right foot where it is, let's come down with the hands onto the floor. Okay, so I've got my forearms on the floor. I'm taking my left hand and taking it through my right arm. Okay, it's as if we were in thread the needle. So my right leg's out, my right arm's coming towards, my fingers are pointing towards the camera. My left side of the head is on the floor. My palm, left palm is through my right arm. And that triangle that's on the floor, palms up towards the sky. So from here, bring the right hand in. Use the heel of the hand to bring you up. Placing the left hand onto the floor. Back in to all fours. And then from here, let's come back up. Taking the left leg out, raising the right arm up. Let's take the hand behind the head, navel to spine, and I'm inhaling and I'm taking that hand down the seam of my left leg, my leggings. My rib cage is coming to the back, and you can feel the huge big stretch here. Okay, and then from here, let's inhale, taking the hand down onto the floor, raising the left leg up. And again, taking the right hand behind the head, taking the left hand down the seam of that left leg. Feel that stretch, making sure you've got a huge big stretch here. Okay, and the last time, up we come. And there we go. Okay, so from here, let's bring your hands down onto the floor. Okay, bring your hands out in front of you. And I'm going to take my right hand and take it through the triangle on my left arm. So the right side of my head is on the floor. Lovely. then we use the heel, sorry, we bring the left hand in, using the heel of the hand to bring you up. And we come back into all fours. And then from here, let's come down in to a nice child's pose. And then come back up to all fours. So I'm going to face this way again. So we're going to go into plank here. So there's a couple of options for plank. You can come into your forearms and we just come into plank this way. Okay. Or you can come into a full plank, whichever is best for you. Okay. If you do have issues with your wrists, what you can do is roll up your mat, and it just takes a wee bit of pressure off if you're in a full plank. Okay, so full plank or half plank. So your half plank, forearms onto the mat, shoulders and elbows in an alignment with each other, big toes in on the floor, or up here, your choice. No bums up in the air, just let's keep tummy tucked in. So if you're on high plank, I'm going to turn my right toes over, so I'm going on to the right side of my foot, and I'm going into side plank. Again, I've got my wrist and my elbow in line, and that's my shoulder, and you can lift that left leg up if you can. If you're in half plank, where we go from here is, you're in half plank here, and again we're just going to turn round onto that back toe or the back foot, and you can lift up as well, just as strong, and you can hold that for a count of 3. Okay, how's everybody doing? And then come back into centre. So we're back in to high plank or low plank. So again, no bums up in the air, keep that core nice and tight. Lovely. So again, your options. Sorry, I'm going to put my back to you. I'm turning my toes, my left toes round, and I'm going on to my side plank, making sure my hips are up, lifting that right leg or the top leg up, whichever one you're on, or low plank. Okay, turning round, making sure the hips are up towards the sky, lifting that leg. Okay, just hold for a couple of seconds and then come back, and we come back into your full plank or your half plank, and then from here dropping your knees, and we come into a nice up dog from here. So we're bending those elbows, coming in to a nice up dog, hips are off the floor, chest is opening up nice and wide. And then from here, let's come into a child's pose. Told you I'd mix it up today, so you're on the floor for a few moves, and then we move into standing. And then from here, let's come down onto your tummy. Okay, and we're just going to take your hands and use your hands as a pillow. So my forehead is now on the back of my hands are on top of each other, and my forehead is on the top of those backs of the hands. Okay, now we're not going to sleep, ladies and gents. What we are going to do is we're going to lift right leg up and drop it down, left leg up and drop it down. Then we're going to lift the right leg up, lift the thigh up and drop it down. Same with the left, bend it, bring the thigh up and drop it down. So I'm now going to take, I'll use my left side because you can see me. I'm going to take my left hand behind me, and I'm going to hold on to that ankle, and I'm going to come up. It's as if I was going into a cobra, taking the shoulders away, and I'm lifting my thigh up off the floor as well, and I'm looking straight ahead. Nice big quad stretch here. You're also working on your back too, and the top of your shoulders. Drop down. And then we come back in. And now we're going to go to the other side. So I'm I'm holding on to my right ankle. I'm going to breathe in, and as I breathe in, I'm lifting my thigh, I'm lifting my shoulders, and I'm looking straight ahead. Lovely. And if that's too strong for you, just continue with one leg at a time, and then drop down. Okay. So let's take a wee breather here, a couple of breaths. Now, 3 options here. Either stay with one leg coming up, taking the thigh up off the floor, or holding on to one ankle and lifting up off the floor, or come with me, holding on to both. Now try and keep your heels close to each other, don't have them coming away out here. Okay, so let's have a nice big inhale. And as we come up, your shoulder blades are coming together. Okay, your thighs are coming off the floor. You're looking straight ahead. Lovely. And then from here, release down. And bring those hands back to underneath the forehead. Let's have a couple of breaths here. And then let's go back in again. So whichever option you wanted to take, you go for that. Okay. So up we come, nice big inhale. And up we come, looking straight ahead. Wonderful. And then release back down. So we haven't done that one, and it's quite a strong one. So well done for managing that. Okay. And then from here, let's come up. And we're going to go into camel. So I'll face you to start with, and then I'll go to the side. So we're going to come into, what's that, note. Lovely. So we're going to come into a kneeling position. Okay. So you might want to, because I know I do, I need to roll my back of my mat up here for the top of my toes, because what we're going to do is, and I'll roll this side up as well, because I'm going to go into my side to show you. So when I'm here, in actual fact, I'll go onto my side, it might be easy. So I've got myself on my knees, I've got my feet on the roll part of my mat, on a blanket, whatever suits you best, whatever you've got to hand. And I've rolled my toes, okay? So my hips are facing the side wall. Okay. Got a couple of options here. I can put my hands onto my back and just keep my toes rolled back and just open my chest and come back. Okay. So if you do have a lot of issues in your back, just stay with this one, don't go too far. Okay. So the next option would be is raise my left arm up, and then I would take my left arm back and I would just touch the back of my heel. But what I'm doing here is I'm engaging my navel to spine, I'm pulling up my pelvic floor. Okay, and then from here I'm just going to take my bottom down onto my heels, my right hand's up towards the sky, and then I raise up and I change to the other side. Okay, I'm making sure that my thighs are staying forward, my navel is into spine, and my pelvic floor is nice and tall. You're pulling it up. Okay? You feel that's working your core as well. It's a really strong one. We'll do one more here, each side. Okay? And then we'll come back up. And we're on this side. Okay. So that's level 1 on this one. So from here, let's just come into a wee child's pose. It doesn't seem much, but trust me, it's a really, really strong pose. And then from here, we come back in again. So we're back into that kneeling position. And we're going to take it up to the next level, only if you want to, so you've got options here. Okay, thighs and hips coming forward, navel into spine, tailbone tucked, and then you're pulling up your pelvic floor, and you're taking those shoulders back, chest is opening, and you're on those toes, curled up toes, and you're opening up that chest. That's your first level. Second level, take the right arm up towards the sky, taking the left hand down, bottom down to heels, making sure those thighs are forward, coming down, coming forward, coming down, or come with me. So both hands are up, I'm taking my left hand down, followed by my right. Again, I'm making sure my chest is really open, my head's going back a little bit, my thighs are towards that wall, my tummy's in, navel to spine, pulling up the pelvic floor. And yes, it really is a strong one. One more breath, and then just come up slowly, and then come down into a well-deserved child's pose. Wonderful. And I know you'll be cursing me later on for that one, but it is worth it. And then from here, we're going to get into a nice down dog. So, again, if you've got a problem with your wrists, either go on your knuckles or turn your mat and take the heel of the hand to the side of the mat, to the edge of the mat. Okay, so be a bit more padding there. So from here we're coming up into a down dog. So we're on all fours, we're coming up into all fours, yep. And then we're going to turn those toes under. We're just going to lift those knees up. And then we're going to take the tailbone up towards the sky. Your index finger and your thumb are your focal point. Press them into the floor. Okay. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Okay. The aim is to get the tailbone to the sky. Okay. Your heels don't have to come to the floor. You're looking for a nice big strong posture here. You're looking for a straight back. You're looking for your elbows to be tucked in towards you, which opens up your shoulder blades. Your head is relaxed in between those arms. Okay. And then from here, let's have a nice big inhale. We're raising the right leg behind you. We're going to bring it forward and we get into warrior one. So warrior one, okay, your hips coming towards my wall, okay, so you've got headlights in your hips, you're bringing your arms up, front legs bent, okay, just at your knee, okay, I can still see my big toe, my second toe, and my knees going out towards my right toe, my pinky toe on the same side. Okay. Don't have your arms right up because that way your shoulders come up, certainly not invited. Shoulders are not invited to any of these postures unless told otherwise. Okay, so we're just going to have a couple of breaths here. One, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So from here, let's bring the arms down. Okay. And then we're going to open the chest up. So we're going to inhale, and we're taking the arms back, and we're going into goose arms. So we're bringing the backs of your hands together as we exhale to the front of the mat. And then we inhale, and your shoulders are not coming up, they're staying down. And then we exhale, open up those shoulder blades, we're inhaling, and then we're exhaling. And then we're going to take those arms back out again. So my thumbs are up towards the sky, and I'm just going to rotate them round, okay. So I'm taking my shoulders, wells are turning. So I'm going to take my palms up to the sky, turn my shoulder blades back up to the sky, and again. Lovely. So from here, we're going to take the thumbs and point them to the floor, and we're going to get into a reverse prayer, and then a pyramid. So from here, I'll put my back towards you. So from here, you've got your thumbs coming down, you're bringing your hands behind you, you're taking them down, and then you're bringing them up, turning the palms round. And if you can't manage that, just hold on to your elbows, like so. Okay, so again, thumbs towards the floor, taking them round your back, backs of the hands together, and then turn round, and palms together, okay. And then we're back into warrior one. So from here, we're going to get into a pyramid pose. So I'm going to Bring my front leg straight, it's not locked out though, and I'm going to inhale, and as I exhale, I come down and I'm bringing my nose to my knee. Okay, few breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Release those arms, bring them back up into warrior 1. Windmill the hand round, face the camera, hands into prayer, taking them back up into the sky, holding those palms together, clasping those hands, taking the palms up towards the sky, and then from here, horse stance. I'm going over to my right, I'm going to inhale coming into centre, and then I'm going to exhale. Lovely. And again, a nice big inhale. And exhale. And again, nice big inhale. And exhale. And back in. From here, let's turn round back into warrior 1. So warrior 1. Again, hips coming towards, I'm looking towards Aaron, not that I can see it because it's too misty. So hips coming forward towards my window. Front knees bent, arms coming up towards the sky. Okay. Few breaths here. 1, and 2, and 3. Okay. So from here, let's bring the arms down and take them behind you, opening up that chest. And then we exhale. Your ring fingers are coming together. Back to the hands. Let's inhale. Big strong leg in the back. Back foot's at 45-degree angle, remember. And back again. Okay, 1 more. Lost count there, can't even count to 3. There we go. So from here we're going to rotate those shoulders, okay? So my palms are towards the sky, and all I'm going to do is turn them towards my window and turn them away. So I've still got the palms to the sky. And again. And again. And let's do 1 more. And then from here, palms, the thumbs pointing down onto the floor. Taking the hands behind the back, I'll face you again. So my thumbs facing onto the floor. Okay, I'm still in warrior 1. I'm taking my hands behind my back. Back of the hands come together. And then turning round into reverse prayer. Again, if you can't manage that, just hold on to your elbows. Okay, so there we go. It's the easiest way to get into it. Okay, backs and the hands together and then turn. Okay, let's straighten the front leg. Not locking it out though, which means you've still got a wee slight bend in it. Inhale and come forward into pyramid. Knee coming down, or nose coming down to knee rather. Let's have 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Release those hands. Back into warrior 1. Windmill round. Back into horse stance. Nice big inhale. Let's hold on to those elbows. Let's inhale here. And exhale. Lovely. And inhale. And exhale. Keeping that tummy in. And tailbone in as well. Lovely. So I hope everybody's enjoying this weather. And hopefully you've got kids that are still behaving themselves. And even grandkids. It should be great to see them last weekend. And then back into centre. And then from here, let's just walk those feet together. So we're going to come into Eagle Garandasana, which is a really good strong pose. So we're going to take your left leg as your active leg. So what that means is you don't lock it out. So we're going to take the right leg over. So what I've got now is the back of my left shin touching the back of my right calf. Okay, and I'm just going to come down a little bit as if I was in a seated position. I'm going to open the arms out nice and wide. I'm going to give myself a hug. So my left hand or my left arm is going over my right, and I'm just giving myself that huge big hug. Okay. So from here, take the arms out, and then you cross them over, they're crossed over anyway. So you're looking to have your palms together, because you've crossed here as well, across your wrists. Or, if you can't manage that, just take the back of your hands together. Okay. And then from here, let's lift up towards the sky with those hands, coming into a seated position. So you're bending the back knee down. Okay. You can, if you wish, take it to the next level, which is taking your right foot round to the back of that calf, and even round. Everybody's different. Okay, you're still going into that seated position. This posture can be done seated or against a wall, but you're looking for your back to be nice and long. And then bring the arms down. Lovely. And then from here, take your right foot, and we're going to Warrior 2. So Warrior 2, you're looking for your right knee to be bent, shin in line with your ankle, your hips coming round towards the camera, tailbone under, tummy tucked in, shoulders again away from the ears. You're looking right down your right arm to that big finger. Okay. So from here, slightly different again today. Let's take the hand behind your head. Okay, so my left hand's behind my head. Going into Peaceful Warrior. So I'm coming up, I'm coming over. Okay. So I'm not taking the hand down the back, I'm just keeping my hand at the back of my head. And then I'm coming forward, a wide angled side angle. Again, I'm keeping my rib cage up towards the sky. Coming back up again, Peaceful Warrior. Coming down. Just a wee change today, ladies and gents. Coming forward. And then coming back up again. It's a bit stronger doing it this way as well. And then coming forward. Okay. And then from here, back into Warrior 2. Keeping the hand behind the head, I'm straightening the front leg. Coming into triangle, so I'm gliding forward, coming down, taking the back hand to the inner calf. Okay, and then again, I'm taking that elbow up towards the sky, and I'm feeling here. So not only am I pushing the mat away, okay, I'm also working on my core, I'm working on the tops of my legs, I'm working on my body all the way through here. It really is a strong posture. And then from here, let's just come out, back into Warrior 2. Face the camera, bring your feet together, and let's go back into Eagle Pose. So feet are together, okay? My right leg's going to be my active leg. So I'm taking my left leg over, so pinky toe to pinky toe. So again, I've got my right shin touching the back of my left calf. Okay. So from here, I'm going to give myself a nice big hug, but my right arm's coming over the top this time. Nice big hug. Okay. So from here, I'm bringing the arms up. You can see the backs of the hands coming together, sliding the right hand in front. Okay, so now I've got palm to palm. Okay. Again, just back of the hands is fine. So from here, if you want to, you can go to the next level. So from here, I'm lifting my left foot up and I'm taking it to the outside of my calf and I'm wrapping it round on the left side, only if you want to. Okay, tummy in, back nice and long, arms now coming up towards the sky, coming down into a seated position. Yes, nice and strong. Wonderful. Fantastic. And then from here, let's come into Warrior 2. So my left leg's going out. So again, I'm looking at 4 feet apart with my legs. Left heel in line with the back medial arch. Hips coming towards the camera. Shoulders, please keep them away from the ears. Coming out nice and long. Right hand to the back of that head. Palm for the front hand coming up towards the sky. Inhale. And then let's come over into that lovely Peaceful Warrior. Come forward. Side angled bend, taking the shoulder back, feel that rib cage going to the back of the wall, and then come back up again, peaceful warrior. Lovely. Yep. Same on this side as the last side. Really strong. Superb, ladies and gents. And again, last one. Over you go. And come forward. From here, back into warrior two with your right hand out. Get into triangle, so your front legs beginning to straighten. You're gliding forward and you're coming down with the back of the hand in that calf. Lovely. Taking the shoulder back. You're stacking your shoulders as we would do in a normal one. You're just stacking your shoulders. Your rib cage is coming back. You can feel it pulling to the back of the wall. Lovely. And then from here, let's just glide our way up. Okay. And then we're just going to bring your hands onto your hips, now your feet are maybe just wider than mat from here. So let's have a nice big inhale and exhale, coming forward, working off that back. Okay, just bend the knees from side to side. Doing great, guys, doing great. And then from here, let's walk those feet together. We'll do a wee bit of balance. So remember, if you're on a really thick carpet, you tend to, hi Carolyn, if you're on a really thick carpet, you might lose your mobility here. So if you want to grab the side of the sofa or the back of your chair, you can. So left leg's nice and active. We're going on to the ball of the right foot, and you've got your heel and your ankle coming together. Okay. So from here, tailbone tucked in, tummy under, tailbone under, tummy tucked in, hands in prayer. So let's come up to level one. Level one's here, level two, okay, wonderful. So if you can go any higher, please do so. Depends on your trousers, they might be a wee bit too slippy. So from here, we're going to push the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot. Even the foot into the leg rather. Okay, they're getting a bit of anatomy here. Pulling in that pelvic floor, pull it up, inhale the waist in, and then come up towards the sky. Lovely. And then from here, let's just release those hands down. Okay, hands on the hips. Straight into warrior three. So from here, you've got options. So we're going to take the right foot back and come forward. Right big toe on the floor, hands are on the mat, and that's just your first level. Second level would be raising the back leg up, toes pointing to the floor, taking one hand away, possibly the other. And then if you wanted to come to the next level, just come up and you're flying. Lovely. No matter where you are, take your hands back down onto the floor. Big toe onto the floor, bringing it forward. And then very slowly, bring yourself up. Rolling those shoulders back, nice big inhale. Hands coming back down into the centre. So from here, right leg's now your active leg, but bearing in mind as well, it's not locked out. So heel and ankle together, level one. Level two is coming up, or level three, whichever one suits you best, but please don't go onto your knee. Okay. So we've got a pelvic floor getting pulled up. Okay. We're also pressing the foot into the leg into the foot. Got it right this time. And then as we inhale, suck in that waist, bringing those arms up towards the sky. Again, remember keeping the shoulders down, so you can, if you wish, come into cactus arms. Lovely. And then from here, let's just go straight into warrior three. So we're taking the back foot down onto the floor, coming down with your hands onto the floor, that's level 1. Level 2, lifting the back leg up. Take one hand off, then the other, if you can. And then my balance is going on this side. But just remember, if you're on a carpet, it can be a bit kind of jiggly. Taking the arms out. Wonderful. Let's hold it here, whatever which pose you're in, or what level. Let's just bring the hands down onto the floor and the toe. Bring your foot forward. We're in a forward fold here. So let's just bend the knees and then just slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. Bring those arms up towards the sky. Bring the hands down into centre. I'll go to the top of the mat again because we're going to go into a nice down dog. So nice big inhale. And exhale, coming forward, keeping that navel in. Okay. So we're going into down dog here. Okay. So we're in down dog. Now you should be back, should be nice and flexible now. Okay, let's just give the legs a wee walk out here while we're here. So we're going to go into dancing warrior, and then we're going to progress up to wild thing if we can. You don't have to, but I'll demonstrate it when we come to the wild thing and let's see what we're up to. So we're going into dancing warrior. So let's bring both feet together. So we're in three-legged dog. So we're going to raise the right leg up towards the sky, and then we're just going to bring that knee into the nose and then drop the right foot back down again. Back into three-legged dog. Left leg coming up towards the sky, bend that knee, take it into your nose and then drop it back down onto the floor. And again, nice big inhale, exhale, bringing knee to nose, drop into the floor. And again, the left leg, knee to nose, drop into the floor. And let's do a nice big inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose, drop to the floor. And again, in you come. Drop to the floor. So from here, let's progress it on. So raise the right leg up. So we're going to bend that right knee, and all we're doing is taking the right heel over towards that left hip and your left buttock, and you're opening up that right side of your hip. Try to keep your shoulders in front of you. Fantastic. And then bring it back down again, exhaling. So from here, lift the left leg up. So we bend it at the knee, and then from here we take your hips are still lying in line with the floor, taking the left leg, although it's bent, you're taking that heel over to the other hip. Okay, and you get a nice big stretch in that hip. And then we take the leg back up and drop it back down. And again, raise that right leg up, bend the knee, taking the heel over to the other side. Try and keep that left hip coming forward, opening up the right hip. Raise the leg, bring it back down. Same on the left side, nice and high, bend the knee, take the ankle over to the left side, opening up that hip. Right hip's coming forward, keeping it in line with the floor. Lift the leg and back. And then raise the right leg up. Bend. Taking it over as we have done. Lovely. Bringing it up and then down. Last one. Bend that knee. Taking it over. Raise the leg and down. And we're back into three-legged dog. So from here, I'll do this demonstration and then I'll actually invite you to join me. So I'm raising my right leg up, I'm bending it. Okay, I'm taking my right foot over to my left side, and then I'm taking it right round. Okay, So I'm now on the side of my left foot, and it's as if I'm in a side plank, okay? So my right foot's now flat on the floor, and I'm on the left pinky toe side of my left foot. So that's your first stage of wild one. Okay. So either stay with here or come with me. So I've raised my right leg up. This is where I can't see, it's annoying. So this is where I've raised my right leg up. I'm taking my right foot over towards my left hip. I'm now beginning to go onto my left pinky toe side, taking my right foot onto the floor. So my right back leg is still strong, okay, and then I can bend that knee, which I should have done a second ago but I didn't, okay, I'm in a kind of side plank, and then we come back into centre, raise the right leg up, taking the leg down onto the floor, back into that three-legged dog. Everybody okay so far? Raise the left leg up, bend at the knee, take the heel over to the right hip. Let's go on to the right pinky toe side, taking my left leg onto the floor, left foot onto the floor, bending my left leg. Okay, keeping my right leg nice and long on that side. Opening up that chest, arms coming up to the sky. Okay, wonderful. And then from here, we bring your hand back round, raise, turn your foot back round, bring your left leg up towards the sky, and come back down. There is an add-on to that, we'll try it if you want to. So I'm raising my right leg up, I'm bending it, going on to the side of my left foot, taking my right leg over, coming back up as to what I did do a second ago, and then I come back forward again, raising that right leg up, and then bring my knee to my nose, taking my right leg through to my left side. Okay, I could be naughty and ask you to do a full press up, but I won't, unless you really want to. And then we bring your leg back out, take it to the sky. We'll only do one of these, dropping it to the floor. So again, raise the left leg up, bend at the knee, taking over to the hip, the right hip. Start to onto, turning your foot, start going on to the left side, or the right side of your toe, your right foot. Coming in, to the side, bending that back leg. Okay, opening up that chest. Bringing the hands back down. Turn your foot back round, raise the left leg up towards the sky, knee into nose, and then just take the left leg, your left thigh, in front of your right thigh, as if you're going into a nice high plank here. Lovely. And yes, if you wanted to, you could do a press up. You don't have to. And then from here, bring your foot back. Bring it up to the sky, bringing it down, we're back into that dancing warrior. And then from here we're just going to drop the knees down onto the floor, coming into a well-deserved child's pose. For asleep, I think that's been quite a toughie today. And then from here come into all fours, and we'll come in and do a nice tummy's one, not that we really need it because we've done plenty, but just to keep you on your toes. Okay, so back nice and long. Okay. You know we do this one more or less every single week anyway because I think it's a great move. Navasana or boat pose. So back nice and long, shoulders away from your ears, hands coming underneath. So my palms are towards my thighs, different levels here. So a nice big suck that tummy in. Toes onto the floor, that's your level 1. Keeping the tummy in, level 2. Keeping the tummy in, level 3. If you want to, you can take your arms away And again, if you want to feel the strength here, you drop one toe down, then the other. Lovely. So I'll take you right up to relaxation, and then I'll leave you there, because I know some of you have maybe just jumped out from work to do a class. So I'll leave it up to you how long you stay and do double toes here in your relaxation. Let's cross the ankles over, taking the knuckles onto the floor or the hands, and just lift your bottom up off the floor. And that's just a nice little counter pose. And then drop back down. So from here we'll do one more. So again, feet onto the floor, back nice and long. Hands coming underneath the knees, but your palms towards the thighs. Keeping that tummy in, nice big suck in. Either here, on your toes, coming up to your shins facing the sky, or right up your legs. Taking those arms away if you want to, and then drop one toe down, then the other, only if you want to. Lovely, and then you can do both. Just makes it that bit stronger. Covered quite a lot today, quite a lot of new stuff as well. And then from here, let's cross the legs at opposite foot and top this time. And again, lifting the bottom up off the hips, and even the bottom up off the floor, and drop down. So from here, let's lie down on your back, bringing the knees into your chest. Hands behind your head, straighten your right leg out, taking the right elbow over to the left knee, and we're just going to do a nice little cycle, a smooth spin around, ever since I started going to the gym, many years ago. Yep. And nice and slow. Lovely. Just do a few more. And last one. So from here, let's just bring those knees into your chest. Lovely. And just rock from side to side. Superb. Okay. So from here, let's just have your feet down onto the floor. We're going to a bridge pose. And we're just going to have the feet and the thighs about hip width apart, which is 2 fists, okay? So 2 fist widths. Your heels are going to come in as close to your buttocks as you can, whereby you can actually touch them at the back of your really big long fingers at the back of the heels. Okay. So let's just press the spine into the floor and lift the pelvic floor up, or the pelvis up. Lovely. And you can feel here, it's as if you're pushing your thighs together, but you're not actually touching, and as if you're coming up in your shoulders. And then we release down, one vertebrae at a time, coming back down onto that floor. Lovely. And again, a nice big inhale. Up you come. Superb. And release, calm down. And let's do one more. Nice big inhale. Superb. Excellent. Okay, let's lift the arms up. So we'll get fingertips pointing towards the sky, and then let's just take them right over. And you'll notice your chest is even rising even more now. And your shoulder blades have opened up a bit more. Okay. So then let's bring those fingertips back up to the sky, and let's bring the vertebrae down one at a time with those hands and the arms, and you should touch both base of the spine and the fingertips on the floor at the same time. Wonderful. Bring those knees in. So we're going to go into the abbreviated shoulder stand, okay? So don't panic, you're not going on a shoulder stand. So if you've got a block or a book, you can use that just now, even a cushion. And all you would do is lift your bum up and place the block or the cushion underneath your sacrum, and you know it's in the right place when you're in a comfy position. And you're just going to raise those legs up towards the sky. You can use the side of the sofa to keep your legs up if you want to. Okay. If you're coming down on the floor without the use of a block, let's just have your fingers like this underneath your sacrum, so in a wee diamond shape. Okay. And then from here, just raise those legs up. Wonderful. And we'll just have a few breaths here. Lovely. A really good one for calming the body down. A good one for your digestive system. It releases stress, as I said, calming as well. You can do this for even 5 minutes every day. It is so relaxing. Very relaxing. It's really good if you're using it with a yoga nidra as well. Really just gets you right into the mood of the yoga nidra. And then just drop those knees and drop the feet onto the floor, lifting the bottom up. Okay. So from here, let's just straighten out the legs. Okay. And then we're going to take the hands underneath the buttocks again. Okay. So you put your hands underneath your buttocks, and you're going to use the heel of the hand and your elbow to push you into the floor with an into fish pose. So the heel of the hand and your elbow coming into the floor. You're raising your chest up towards the sky, and the back of your head is coming on the floor. So your chin's up high. Lovely. Toenails are coming up towards the sky. Wonderful. That's superb. Feel your chest opening here. It's a nice counter pose for everything that we've been doing this morning. And then we release right down again. So again, just come onto those feet. Lift the bottom up. Remove the hands. Bring your knees into your chest. Nice big hug. And then from here, let's come up to a seated position. So we're going to go into Dandasana. So Dandasana, a really good pose here. So let's make sure we're on our sit bones. So place your knuckles onto the floor and just lift your bottom up. And that way you know you're sitting on your sit bones. Your toes are coming up towards the sky. Your calves are into the floor. Okay, and your hands are just going to come down at the side of your hips. And then from here, you're going to take your shoulders back. Your spine is nice and long. This is where I would normally come round the class and make sure everybody's in the right alignment. Okay, so you're looking straight ahead. Okay, wonderful. And then from here, let's just release. Now in that particular pose, you're working all your muscles here, although it doesn't look much, you're doing great. So let's take the left leg out and bring the right sole of the foot into the left thigh. And again, this is where you can, if you want to, you can use a strap, dressing gown, belt, scarf, or a tie. Okay. So again, we're on our sit bones, so just using your knuckles to make sure you're in the right position. Right hand's coming on to that right thigh. Big toe on your left foot is in line with the hip. Raising the left arm up, coming forward. I've got yogic toe, which again is index finger and long finger, in between my big toe and my second toe. If you can't manage that, you can go onto your thigh, your shin, or your ankle, or use the strap, which is just hold on to it. Okay. It does help you get into the posture. Raising the right arm up towards the sky, bringing it forward. Feel the stretch coming right down here. But you're also opening up your hips. It's also good for ladies at the time of the month, and if you're going through the next stage, the menopause, it's good for relieving discomfort as well. It's also good for mild depression. Okay. And then from here, we're going to take the right hand behind. I'm just going to twist round, looking over that right shoulder. And let's not leave the left side out and look over that side as well. Superb. And then back into centre. And let's change. So I've now got my right leg sitting at an angle. I've got my left sole of my foot against my right thigh. And again, I'm on my knuckles, just making sure that I'm in the right position here. Left hand on the left thigh. Okay, and you've always got one side that's a bit more flexible than the other. So again, we're coming forward. So again, the thigh, the shin, the ankle, big toe, or use a strap, a tie, or anything at all. Just pulling yourself forward. You're feeling it here in your arm as well. Okay, and then we're going to raise that left arm, and we're coming over. Superb. Lovely. That's brilliant. And then we're going to release, and I'm going to take my right hand over to my left knee, and I'm just looking over that shoulder. Again, thinking, what the hell are you there for? Because you're too close to me. And then we're going to come round and look the other way. Okay, wonderful. And then from here, let's bring both feet together. And again, let's make sure we're in the right position. So we've got the strap. If you want to use it, you're using the strap around the sole of your feet and you're holding on. Big toes are towards the sky. It's as if your knees are coming into your thighs here, calves are into the floor. If you're not using the strap, you're either going to come forward onto the tops of your toes, you're keeping your head up, you're looking straight ahead. Okay. Or if you're using the strap, you're using both sides and you're just coming along and pulling yourself forward. Shoulders, as always, away from those ears. Back's nice and long. Head weighs a bit stone, so if it's down here, it's out for lining. Okay, wonderful. Sorry guys, my hubby's doing his dishes in the kitchen. Lovely. And then from here, let's come forward a wee bit more, so let's inhale. So if you're using the strap, walk your hands down the strap. If you're on your toes, take them to the side of the feet. Coming forward, we're just working our way forward here. Excellent. Superb. Still looking straight ahead. Nice big inhale. Hands coming down the strap. And again, you know, if your hands are around your feet, take them round even more. And your aim here is to try and get your forearms on to your shins. The aim is to get right down, but everybody's flexibility and anatomy is different. It depends on your makeup. i.e. I've got really, really tight hips because I do a bit of running, and no matter what, it's just my makeup, just really tight. Lovely. And then from here we just release. Okay. So from here, let's just come onto your back. So we're just going to come onto your back. Okay. We're going to take one leg out to one side of the mat and the other one out to the other side of the mat and just flop those ankles. Let's take the hands behind the head. Okay. And then bring them down to your side, touching your thighs and your hips. And then taking them away about 6 inches with your palms facing towards the sky. Chin coming in towards your chest. And let's just rock the head from side to side till you get that alignment. A nice big inhale here. Through the nose. Feel the belly rising. And exhale. Let's do a nice big inhale. And exhale. Out that mouth. And one more. Nice big inhale. And exhale. And then just breathe normally. We're in Shavasana. Dead man's pose. And this is your challenge to relax before you go back to whatever you have planned for the rest of the day. So just breathe in and breathe out. Stay here for as long as you wish, but it's part of your practice to bring your body back down again. I'm not going to talk today, so I'm just going to leave you to it. When you're ready to come out, just give yourself a nice big stretch. Bring the knees into the chest and just rock from side to side. Come over onto the side that's benefit for you. And that's when you come up. Wishing you happiness, health, and the most amazing day. Namaste everybody, and thank you so much. But as I say, stay in Shavasana for as long as your body needs it. Okay, thank you so much. Back on again tomorrow night at 6 if anybody wants to join me. Much appreciated. Thanks ladies and gents. Bye.